Hey guys, how are you today? And welcome to episode 8 of my last 2 career mode. Yes, this is the career mode where I'll be starting in P24 in every single race I take part in, and I'll try to win the World Championships. Now, we're in the HRT and we're going to do today the European Grand Prix. So let's go to the European Grand Prix. Here we are guys, in Valencia, Spain for the European Grand Prix. Of course, we're going to be starting in P24. Last 2 races, we've had some decent pace. So let's see if it happens again. So first thing, of course, we have to think about is the grid for this race, who's on pole position, etc. So let's have a look at that. Sebastian Vettel took pole position for this Grand Prix, with British driver Jenson Button alongside him in P2, home driver and favourite Alonso in P3, Perez the Welsh car in P4. While it was also a good day for guys like Di Resta, Maldonado and Kobayashi. Difficult day for guys like Grosjean, Rosberg, Massa and Schumacher, while Byrne was only in P18, and of course we're in P24. As for race strategy, we're going to be stopping on lap 12. That's the plan anyway, we'll see if we actually do that. And now it's time for the European Grand Prix. So here we are guys, on the grid in Valencia for the European Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel is landing in pole position. There's our teammate De La Rosa in P22 and we're there in P24. And it's time to start this race. So guys, we have pace and points. Well, a point in Canada and the lights coming on here in Valencia. Can we do it again? And then it's time to say go, go, go here at the European Grand Prix. Of course, our lack of curves has led to a pretty awful start, as you would expect, but we knew that was going to happen and we can move on from that. And what on earth's happened there? Carnage. I believe Rosberg's out maybe, or at least in last, and there was Kovalainen there as well. What on earth has been going on here? Absolute carnage. Wow. Then we were going wheel to wheel. John Eric Verne around the outside here. Are we going to get a position? Yes. Gives up and we get the position, and we're now in P17. Very good. Now we have to chase after Vitaly Petrov and I believe Charles Pic and Mauricio ahead. We're going to dive up the inside of them both into this corner before the bridge, and we're getting them both down P15. And now we have to chase after Bruno Senna in his Williams. Let's see how this goes. Chasing down now one of the longest straights on the track, which is where we're losing so much time because of our lack of curves, and you can see Charles Pic is all over us there. But we're able to hold that position, which is good news. Now this is one of the hardest corners on the track of all, I would say, but it's pretty good in the end there. We hit the wall a little bit there. Hopefully it won't happen again, and there was no damage there, so it didn't really matter, make no difference at all. We're going to have to continue chasing Bruno Senna in this Williams, much faster Williams of course. Now going down towards, I believe, the hairpin. Yes, here we go. And he's going wheel to wheel with Schumacher, I believe, in the Mercedes. I'll update on the screen in a minute, which is good news. And then we'll be able to, yeah, you can see Michael Schumacher's in P14. So one of the people from the start of the race who in the crash hasn't finished, hasn't got going again. Bad news for them. And we're able to now carry on here in P15. Ultimately, what we have to do, as we go on to lap 4, and you can see we have fallen back a little bit from the guys who are meant to be racing in this Grand Prix, sadly, like Schumacher. What can you do? We'll keep chasing, of course. Let's see what we can do here. But Petrov is right behind us, that is for sure. And he will be challenging us now down this long straight. It's not that straight, but it's flat out. That's the main point. He'll be really challenging us here, and you can see the proximity area is coming on. And yes, is he going to come right next to us? Yes, you can see him there, wheel to wheel. We're able to outbrake him going into this corner, which hopefully will do better than last time and hit the wall. But yeah, we survive it this time, that's a good thing. And it looks like Schumacher's overtaken Ricciardo ahead. But that really doesn't matter for our race at all. And now a few laps later, and it's Nico Rosberg amazingly after its crash at the start of the race there. Right on our tail. We're going to go wheel to wheel down to this corner again. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to maybe have a look around the outside here. We squeeze through the outside, you know, threading the needle, and we now go around the inside of him, get some good traction out of here, and we're able to hold our position. Good work there, I would say. We do go a bit wide there, because we weren't really on the racing line. We were able to hold our position there against Nico Rosberg, and ideally we can just keep doing that throughout the race and try to hold this position. That would be one good target, that's for sure. And now this is the best bit of the track, such a fast going bit. It's not easy in this car, but I love it here, I'll tell you. But the final corner on this Valencia street track is horrible. It's my least favourite corner in F1 to play. Don't really know why, it's basically a hairpin-ish. But I always find the car goes wide and moves around on the braking there, it's a bit of a pain. But now, moving on to lap 9. And again, Nico Rosberg behind us, we go wide there. And we bang wheels going into the final sector of this lap. And you can see there's a real train behind us right now, which is a bit of a shame. I don't really want that ideally. But hopefully we'll put away eventually. And yeah, but we bang wheels there with Nico Rosberg. Wow. And now we have to try to hold a position going into lap 10. And now it's lap 11. And yeah, they're all still behind us. And I know if I pit in on my lap 12 and they'll come in behind me, I'm going to lose position just in the pit lane because they've got better pit crews and the game holds you up if the cars are close. So I am going to come in here on lap 11, which is where I might be able to keep ahead of guys like Nico Rosberg. That's the plan, but now anyway, he's challenging us down this straight. Nearly touched us again there. We have to try to get in the slipstream, but it's just way too fast. And again there, we're going to try to go for under braking, but we're not anywhere near enough. But now we're able to have a look. He's left a gap there on the inside, and we're going to go here and into the outside here. And he backs out of here. I think that was perfectly clean driving. And we've held our P14. Good work.
You've moved up to 14.
And that's what we had to do ideally. And we've done it. Not bad. And now we're... Nico Hulkenberg is so far ahead of us. Whole pit's up ahead of us. And we slid a tiny bit wide there, but nothing too bad. Just going to third sector, because of course we're going to pit now. We go left, right, right again. And so really fast flowing, but you can maybe do a little bit of corner cutting here. We probably shouldn't. And now it's time for a difficult pit entry actually. But we're going to go into the pit lap 11 and see what we can do. And now this is where our guys at HRT have got to really put in a shift for us. Try to make sure we keep up P14. We've already gone down to last. There's no one else coming on this lap. So come on guys, good pit stop time, let's do it. How long is this pit stop? Over 4 seconds. Not the best pit stop, but what can you do? Go into rich mix for a lap. And now let's see how it goes. And also you can see Massa is down at P20. Not sure what's happened to him. But our teammate is the car directly ahead of us. But he hasn't pitted yet. Now lap 13 and the car's been in the pit stop. And there's Nico Rosberg, look. Are we going to be able to overtake him? Yes, we are. Go around the outside. Obviously we had much better speed going into the corner because we didn't come out the pit lane. We were at full speed. And now we're in P15. Charles Peak is still ahead of us. He hasn't pitted yet. I'm sure he'll pit soon. Hopefully we'll be able to get our P14. But right now we might have to still depend on Nico Rosberg over the next few corners. Charles Peak is 15 seconds ahead of us, but I'm not worried about him. I'm sure he will go in the pit lane very soon. We go over the bridge, which is really quite stunning actually. This track is quite stunning, but it was quite boring with races in real life, and even on the game, the races here are not always the best. But look at that, Nico Rosberg, as we're busy with entry seconds, comes flying past us yet again. We're going to go from under braking round the outside, which will turn into the inside. I think he's going to back out of it again, and we're going to hold a position. That's the best I could do there, here on lap 13 of this European Grand Prix. And hopefully we'll get away a little bit under traction. And now lap 19, and that was Byrne, and because there was a car on that side as well, I went to the left a bit, and that blocked off Byrne, but now Maldonado really had a little bit of managed to outbrake him as well. and we're holding his position, but yeah, I was a little bit dirty in my driving there. I didn't mean to be honest with you, but I had to thread the needle, dodge between them, and unfortunately I think I blocked off John Eric Verne. I don't think he got any damage, but yes, I'm feeling a bit bad about that now. What can you do here on lap 19? Yeah, I want to hold position, that's the main thing. And then the game didn't give me a penalty, so it can't have been that bad. That's the main thing, don't get a penalty from this game. It's normally quite a harsh game actually. But, let's keep it going here on lap 19. Only 10 laps left as well, basically 9 laps, we're about to finish this lap. So yeah, this race has gone quite quickly. And now lap 20 and Maldonado is right behind us, yet again. Going to chase us down here, I'm sure. As you expect from him, hopefully he won't crash into us like he's known for in 2012 and before then as well. And he flows flying past Sonny Williams, and this time we're going to dive to the inside, which is not going to give us the best line through here. And he's on our inside, but we're going to do a fantastic switchback move. He blocked us off a bit, very dirty from him there. And he went around the outside there, but eventually we get a position and we've held our P13. Now, end of lap 20, and we're actually being lapped, showing how slow we've been in this race. So we're sort of having to slow down to let Jensen Button lap us, but he's being a bit of a pain and not actually coming past. Like, what is that about? Come on. Let's try to keep up with him as we go through sector 1. Obviously, I'm not going to try to overtake him, so I just have to let him through again. But, maybe getting DRS off him at least once. And I think through sector 1, I've got enough pace. But it's in other parts of the lap where I seem to be losing lots of time. Just a little bit annoying. But yeah, we're still behind Button. You see, Alonso set fast time 1 minute 43. Our fastest is 1 minute 47, so you can see the real difference there. A bit of a pain there, but the good news is we actually get DRS off Jensen Button, which should help us slightly to depend on passing Maldonado behind us. Of course, he will have DRS as well, and Kurz. And there's someone else there, was a Rosberg coming at us as well. We're going to break into here, and I think we're going to hold the position for now. A tiny corner cut there, sorry about that guys. Didn't really mean to do that, if I'm honest. I know it's not ideal. And now Verne and Rosberg are flying past us, and lap 23 we're going to dive up the inside. Ooh, some contact there with Rosberg, and we're going to do another switchback move. Get the traction, get him again. That was a little bit dirty by me. I think that was completely my fault, but the game didn't give me a penalty and didn't really affect Rosberg. So, what can you do? Doing everything to defend this P13, even though there's no points for it, but P13 is better than P14. Yeah, it is. You might as well try to keep it. And I can feel there the tyres are also going off a little bit in this car now. Felt a bit of a loss of traction there. I hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the next few laps. Now lap 24 and about to be lapped again. Couldn't quite see who it was there, so a bit behind. But I think it's probably a Red Bull. And there you go, Mark Webber lapped us. What's happened to Sebastian Vettel? That's quite weird. Because Vettel was first, but he's not in terms of qualifying, he was on pole. But now Vettel has been overtaken by Button and Webber. That's what's happening with him. But never mind. Still got to, and now we blue flagged again. We're a whole minute behind Nico Hulkenberg. You see, yeah, that's Sebastian Vettel at P3. Hopefully he'll overtake us soon. And we'll get a good run here. I don't think we're going to have DRS though. But that's the annoying thing. And then Hamilton comes past us as well, so we let him through as well. And Rosberg's, going from left to right, right to left, trying to get past, but we just hold the position again. We're only now 4 laps left because obviously we've been lapped. So yeah, only a few laps left now this European Grand Prix. Going pretty well still with P13. I'm pretty happy actually. But let's see if we can hold a position. We hit the wall slightly there. The car's really losing grip now, to be honest. Breaking down for this corner yet again. Oh wow. The car's really struggling with the tyres now actually, I'll be honest. But we just have to keep it steady and I reckon we'll be able to keep ahead of Nico Rosberg. But we go wide there. And he's going to have a look at us through here. So it's going to be wheel to wheel stuff through here. We're going to have a look up the inside. No, we're not quite able to. We're going to have the speed. We go a bit wide there. There's a car right behind us. And look at that, we got a penalty. I don't know why, so we're going to have to go on to the replay. I'm not going to do any flashbacks, I think I've used my flashback already. But let's see what's happened now, because I haven't got a clue. So going through this, get into the last corner, Nico Rosberg overtook us. And you can see with our rear wheel, we slightly touched Felipe Massa. But it wasn't really, let's have a look at that again actually. It wasn't a particularly big hit. I think he would have made it around the corner. And that's Alonso in the Ferrari. We somehow get a penalty. I think that's a touch harsh. But I guess what can you do? And now we just have to keep chasing.
Okay, we need you to make way for the car behind.
And now we're getting lapped again. We're going to have to be careful that Byrne doesn't use to come past us. He does. So I'm sort of having to block him off. So let Alonso pass. I know this is a bit messy now. And finally Alonso goes past. It's so slow sometimes on lapping here. And there's someone else behind us now. I don't know who it is. I think it's Raikkonen. And I'm so angry now. Just everything's gone wrong in this race. I'm hitting the signs. We know we're going to come in 21st place because there's a whole train behind us now. So after our penalty we're going to be last. And yeah, I'm pretty annoyed. We've still got blue flags and DRS, and we have to kind of benefit from the DRS because we have to brake slightly to let Kimi Raikkonen go past. Such a pain. This game's annoying me today. What can you do? Now we just have to keep it going, try to keep P14 still in the HRT, quite a respectable result in my opinion. And yeah, now we go down the other fairly long straight towards the hairpin. Trying to use the slipstream of Kimi Raikkonen a bit. While we've got third coming up behind us, going down into the hairpin. Of course we've got to take a drive-through penalty still. And now we come out of this corner and we lost traction. And then I've made another mistake and we've now got no front wing and a front right puncture. We already lost most of our front wing when we lost traction. Then I was so annoyed I missed the corner. And now I've got even more damage. And look at that, Massa hasn't got a front wing. That can't have been from the crash earlier. So it was such a small hit. And now we can't really drive a car with no front wing or front right tyre. Kobayashi lapped us and Perez lapped us. And we got a penalty, but anyway, we've done our penalties now. Lap 27, we've been lapped again by the front runners. And now this is coming towards the end of the lap and the end of the race. And yeah, we're gonna be in P21. It was going so damn well. And our teammate has just stopped the car, but we're not actually gonna overtake him. Because, well, he slapped us. That's awkward. Yeah, there's just been a disaster. It was going so well as well. And yeah, we finished in 21st. Because of the game penalty system and all that. But yeah, there you go. We finished behind our teammate who didn't even finish the race. Because we were 2 laps down. But yeah, sorry about the ending of this one, guys. A bit annoying. The penalty was harsh in my opinion. And then we just lost traction. I told you the tyres were going away from me. But as for who won, Jenson Button led home McLaren 1-2 with Vettel 3rd. Alonso in 4th. And it was a good day for Kobayashi and Perez in the Sauber team. And Schumacher finished off top 10. Drivers' Championship wise, Hamilton still leads over Alonso at 34 points, while Button and Vettel are equal in points. And then Kobayashi's doing well to be ahead of Schumacher, while the Lotus drivers seem to be struggling a bit, and we're still there in P18, equal with Hulkenberg and Bruno Senna. Not going too badly. Hopefully we can increase that a bit. And our teammate is towards the bottom there. Constructors, McLaren still lead over Red Bull. Ferrari maintaining 3rd place. Lotus are staying ahead of Sauber for the moment. And we're there in P10 behind Toro Rosso, that's our main target. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you next time in the last 2 career mode for the British Grand Prix. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this and other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything to say in the comments, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, go and check out the video that should be on screen right now, and come and follow me on Twitter, BigGaming342, and Facebook, BigGaming342, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.